Hello everybody and welcome back. So I bought this to sell in my store when I had one, and when I opened it, it was kind of crunched and munched, and so I've had this sitting for probably well over a year now. It's a really cool pedestal piece, and so I thought that I would take this today and cover up some of these marks and make it pretty again. So I'm going to just go straight on with some Marshmallow Magical Chalk Paint from Paint Pixie. As always, there is a link in the comments. By the way, I'm using the little Frenchy brush. This brush is so great because it has the tip you can get into the crevices, but it also, as you can kind of see, spreads out flat. What is on there? And so it's a multi-surface brush, and I just love it. So I'm putting white down because I'm going to use a piece of Roycycled tissue. And the white underneath just really helps the tissue to stand out and to really pop. All right, so you can see it's not perfect, right? But I'm going to be putting the paper over it, so it's no big deal. I'm just going to take a little bit up here. I'm going to cover this all up. Okay, so as always, I'm going to just protect this paint below so it doesn't reactivate with my shortstop brush and some Paint Pixie Meltdown. This is a really beautiful top coat with a wax-like finish. I'm just going to cover it all for now. And the reason I'm covering it is because it does reactivate, and I don't want whatever medium I'm going to use, which I'm going to use soft gel, but I don't want it to reactivate the paint and seep into the paper that I use. So you can see the paint is not perfect under here, and that doesn't matter. That is okay because I am about to put a paper on. I have a scrap from the Roycycled Ephemera Collage, and I think this is going to look really pretty just inside of here. So what I'm going to do is take a little brush, the favorite, and I'm going to dunk it in some water. And that's how I'm going to cut my paper here. So I have a wet brush, and with my finger I'm just kind of creasing it. And I'm just going to go around the edge. All right, so I'm using my soft gel here to put on the paper. I love the soft gel. The paper has something to grip to. And it has more open time, and so what that means is it doesn't dry as fast, right? And so with a liquid medium, you're getting it, you have to get it on really fast, right? And then if you place it wrong, you really don't have time to pick it up without worrying about it ripping. And the soft gel gives you more open time, gives you time to maneuver and manipulate. And then it's an archival product, so it's not going to yellow. And I'm not worried about any of the frayed edges or anything because I'm going to work with this a little bit more here. I have a crease line in there where it was folded, so I just want to make sure I'm pulling it pretty taut. And see, the soft gel really lets you manipulate your paper. And it's pretty stuck down. So I'm actually going to put an entire coat of soft gel over this. And that's just going to protect the paper. All right, so I want to add some of these transfers. They're from the Gilded Floral set. These are 16 bucks, I think. You can get them on my website, janebelanteart.com, and then go to shop, and I will put a link in the comments below. These are super pretty, the blue, but I think I want to use the white, and then I'm going to use a little bit of the Liquid Pixie Dust in 24 karat to, you know, kind of bring that pop of wow along with it. So I'm just going to kind of dry brush a little bit. And I'm saying dry brush because this brush already has paint on it. But I don't want to get a ton on the birds. I just want to get a little bit. So I'm probably going to distress them so the gray comes back out. And I need to do their underside, don't I? So I also want to, and I'm just going to put a pile down on my mat. I want to go around the rim, the outside of the rim. This is really heavy. The base is super heavy. So I want to get a little bit of the marshmallow in the paper too, right? But I'm not just going to paint right over it. I'm using a really, really messed up chip brush. And I'm going to just smash it into the paint, offload some. And then I'm going to come in here. And I'm moving my brush around so I don't leave a pattern. So that's going to kind of mute out some of the things, you know, because I am going to put, oops, sorry about that. I am going to put transfers on top of this. So I'm not looking for the whole thing to be, it is really picking up that black there. Not looking for the whole thing to be muted, just a little bit of it. I need to make a new pile. I don't want any more black. I did not know that was still wet. But in this case, it doesn't really matter. So I'm also going to just go around the edge with this and just kind of model it. Modeling that paper right into the edge. Okay, so I feel like I have too much over here. And this is good because I protected the paper with that soft gel, right? So I'm just going to take a paper towel. I've wet the paint, taking a paper towel, and then I can use the paper towel and offload some of it in another spot on the paper. So I'm going to just give that another quick squirt, and that'll take off some of that black too. It's fine that the black got on there though, because there's black in this paper, so it's not a big deal. So, but that's what's so great about the Paint Pixie paint is that you can reactivate it, right? If that was acrylic and it was already dry, you wouldn't be able to do that. But that's what's so cool about the Paint Pixie paint is that it has acrylic in it, but you can still reactivate it. So I do have a link in the comments for all of the products that I'm using today. Okay, I think I like that little combo. I'm going to be adding to it, so I don't want to go crazy. Let me dry that, and I'll be right back. All right, so that's dry, and now I need to put one coat of the Meltdown on it. My brush fell into the container. No. Before I put the Meltdown on down here, I'm just going to take my sanding block. Yes. Oh, I love that. Sand it back a touch. This has some really, really great detail down here. Now I'll just go over the whole thing with the Meltdown, protect all of this paint. And then it will all have the same really beautiful wax-like finish from the Meltdown. Okay, so where's my cup of water? There it is. I am going to grab some of these transfers. Let me just cut them apart. I definitely want this one, and I think I want this one. And then we'll see what else fits. Okay, so I changed my mind. I think I'm looking at this for balance. I think it needs to go this way. I might need to add a little bit more of the green, or maybe like a little, I don't know. That might look funny. But let's just see here. All right. So I love that it's going to be coming up the sides a little bit. I may have to kind of mess with that as I go, but... that is so pretty. I love that. Let me just see if I'm gonna like this here. I think I do. I definitely need something to anchor it down over here. So I'm looking at scale. I'm looking at asymmetrical balance. I'm looking at the white space that I'm leaving. All these things come into play. All right. All right, so I have this Liquid Pixie Dust in Enchanted Forest. This is a seasonal color, so if you want this, you need to order it before the end of the year. And some of this stuff, I want to maybe just put a little edge on the inside rim. So I'm going to use Tipsy, and I'm just going to kind of swirl it in there. Can you see that? Yeah. So I really like how that just instantly gave it some depth. And I think I want to, let me grab a brush here. I think I want to line the top. So now I've got Star. These are from the Turquoise Iris collection. All right, grabbing the Assistant and some of the 24 karat Liquid Pixie Dust. I'm just going to load up a side and I'm going to flat brush it across some of these details here. All right, so I lined the rim with a little bit of the 24 karat, and I'm going to go over it with marshmallow because I just want little bits and pops to come out. Well, I don't know about you, but I really, really like it. It is going to be very cute. I'll probably use this for a little cupcake stand or some, I don't know, I think it's just so super cute. You can still see the little warp in here, but it's not even as bad anymore because instead of your eye just going straight there and looking at that, there's so many other things to look at, and I love it. So thank you so much for being here. You can get all of these products on my website or on the Paint Pixie site. And that link for Paint Pixie is in the comments. And my website is janebelanteart.com. And then you can go to shop the Gilded Floral. And you can actually find the recycled paper under a link in the comments as well. So I really just thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.